It's a term, until recently, you may not have paid attention to.
It hurts everyone.
How have gas prices been out there for you?
Or even understood.
Prices are up.
But you don't have to look far to feel it.
And it don't look like it's going to ease up.
Inflation.
I mean, everybody in our area is hurting.
This week, we look at the Americans it's impacting the most.
We didn't see any degradation in our sales, even though the cost of our bikes had gone up.
Who's actually seeing a boost because of it?
A buying frenzy.
This is The Race.
Welcome to The Race. I'm Chris Stewart. These signs and the numbers on them have received a lot of attention recently. When gas prices rise the way they have this year, it can have a huge impact on people's budgets, not just on the drivers pulling in to fill up, but those whose livelihoods depend on them doing so.
When we set out to do a story at a gas station, we weren't expecting to find one.
Go shake two, little and two teas.
Like Gurnam Singh's. A place where you can fill up and grab snacks.
Simple foods.
But also, alongside one of our nation's longest highways,
It's middle. We know why I'm in the middle.
have authentic Indian cuisine in the heart of rural cowboy country. While his food is worth the trip, his livelihood relies on those passing by on their way to somewhere else.
How have gas prices been out there for you?
We are on a highway. We pretty all my business on gas and diesel. It's not like a truck stop or gas stations making a lot of money.
While you might see a big name brand on a gas station, even those are usually individually owned by a person or a family. Many times people who move to the United States in search of opportunity.
We come immigrants, we work. I tell everyone, you can make whatever you want, a dream come true.
No, not.
But work becomes more difficult, Gurnam says, when gas prices rise. He buys fuel at a wholesale price. More than half of that price is determined by the cost of crude oil, which is why you hear about the cost per barrel so often. Even though the price he pays goes up, Gurnam says there's only so much he can charge per gallon because drivers will go find a lower price. It's hard to build loyalty.
Inflation certainly has affected us just like it has everybody else.
Greer Bailey lobbies for gas stations. He says gas station owners usually only break even on fuel.
Then your inside stuff is essentially the, how you make money. Like you draw them in, and then whether it's lottery sales or whether it's energy drinks or nicotine to whatever degree that people use that.
It's just like if we live in life, we go sick, we get cold. We don't want to work, we want to work. This same thing is prices goes up and down, no make it.
Gurnam says the fact his journey stretches from India to rural Wyoming, where 15 years ago he bought what was an empty truck stop and turned it into a popular place for people passing through, gives him hope. Hope that the struggles we face today are only temporary.
Just we have to have a motivation. Just keep going. Wake up, do work. Do whatever you want to do. America has so much opportunities.
Thank you. Good day.
So much.
I'm Alexa Liaco. Those record gas prices are actually boosting business for another kind of transportation, bikes.
It makes me feel like a kid every time I get on my bike. Everything about it, it's just so much fun to do.
It's a hobby for some, a commute for others, but no matter why, more of us are saying yes to pedal power.
People learned during COVID that cycling is fun again.
What can we do for you?
After a year of record sales in 2020 and a year of record supply chain holdups in 2021, 2022 is set to be a record for another reason at Greg's Cycle in Seattle.
We're up 20%. There's really nothing that can account for that other than the fact we have bikes in stock, which we didn't have a year ago. And I think the gas prices are having an impact as well. I'm kind of ambivalent because I don't think high gas prices are good nationwide, but at the same time, it's good for our business.
Manager Martin Pluth says the bike shop, normally quiet in the cooler spring months, is bustling with people coming in for repairs and for new bikes.
We've seen a few bike booms over the years where we've seen a real surge in sales and then it will taper back. It's not predicted to do that this time.
Why? Martin says he thinks the pandemic and the inflation crisis are starting to permanently change attitudes. More people see cycling as a viable transportation solution. The electric bike market is growing the most.
I started this company when I was 15 years old, and I did it because I couldn't afford to keep my old broken down car running.
E-bike company founder Mike Radenbaugh says his sales have spiked across the country as customers started to feel that same pain.
We're finding that's about 30% of customers today are, their primary reason for coming in is to skirt high gas prices.
With more than 250 million cars on the road, Mike is hoping this moment becomes an opportunity to put some of those cars in the garage for good.
Electric bikes get 1,600 miles per gallon energy equivalent. Compare that to an electric car, which gets about 100 miles per gallon energy equivalent, or a traditional car, which gets between 20 and 40 miles per gallon.
And with 77% of car trips being less than 10 miles and 60% of trips less than 5 miles, replacing a couple drives for a cycle might not be as tough as you think.
Our e-bikes go up to 45 miles on a charge. And they do that with about 9 cents of electricity. There really is no better solution right now to some of these major macro challenges in our society.
These avid cyclists hope this seemingly endless price hike gives us all a moment to see
that's the rotor, that's the caliper.
The value in having 2 wheels instead of 4.
I mean, I hope they're not motivated just by gas prices, right? Because it's fun, right? It's a great sport to be involved in.
And if we can get more people on bikes and get them out of cars, that's good for probably their health and for the environment.
I'm Alexa Liacco.
While inflation impacts everyone, certain groups are bearing the brunt of the higher prices.
I mean, everybody in our area is hurting right now.
We're exploring the unique impact inflation is having on small towns when the race continues.